Hey guys, it's Section of Violence here. I'm gonna make this nice and quick for you. Got egg in my beard. Fucking breakfast, bro. Oh, let's make it quick for you guys. I got practice here soon, and I got potential fight in the new year, so I gotta prepare for that. But yeah, let's get into it. So we have Royan dos Santos versus Talita Alencar. I'm gonna go with Ryan dos Santos here. I was gonna play her, but it seems to be a pass spot. Just because how good Talitia's jiu-jitsu is. Her wrestling isn't great. Um, she went through a war her last fight. I don't know if her cardio has improved since then, but if it hasn't, I'm gonna have to favor Ryan here. Late finish potentially. But I'm gonna go with Ryan here. I just feel like she's more experienced, has more. She's a black belt herself. Not as credentialed, of course, but as a black belt herself. Very, very, um, in my opinion, she's very, very tough. She's gonna be there. I think Ryan's gonna win this. Could she get subbed? Yeah, but I'm gonna go with Ryan here. Not playing her just because shit could happen with the Talitia or whatever could pull off a upset early. So I'm not an upset, but you know what I mean. Anyways, Ryan dos Santos, I have her winning this one. Moving on, we have Tatsura Taira versus Carlos Hernandez. So Tatsura Taira, very, very height prospect. I don't see it yet. He's got some jiu-jitsu. Other than that, I don't see anywhere he's good. His striking is all right. Nothing to write home about. Apparently, he's got really good power. I don't know about, never seen it. Um, but yeah, I got Carlos, man. Carlos is sound. He does all the right things. He checks all the boxes. Other than the power, I'd say he doesn't have a lot of power, but he does he's very, very precise with his shots. Good fight IQ as well. Good takedown defense. Good get ups. Taira's gonna have a problem with the takedowns. As the fight goes on, early it shouldn't be a problem. But we'll see how it goes. I got Tatsura here. It's gonna be a fun one though. Moving on, we have Daniel Marcos taking on Carlos Vera. So Carlos Vera, he's a guy from the contenders or from Dana White or from the Ultimate Fighter. And I'll be honest, man, he did not show me anything that really I could write home about. He trains at the 50-50 Martial Arts Club with Ryan Hall, so you're gonna know he's gonna have some good jiu-jitsu. But the thing about his jiu-jitsu that, unless he pulls off a sub, I can't see him winning this fight. He's just not good enough, in my opinion. He has some decent wins. Kale Muniz, Peter Caballero, Gutierrez isn't bad. So you know what I mean? So, but Daniel Marcos, I feel like on the feet is just levels above these guys, and on the ground, I feel like he can defend takedowns enough. Could he get submitted? Maybe, but I'm gonna go with Daniel Marcos here. He's proved more, done more. So I'm gonna ride with Marcos here. Um, yeah, should be a fun fight though. Moving on, we have Luana Santos versus Stephanie Egger. I'm gonna go with Luana Santos here. I feel like Luana Santos is more of a prospect than Egger was or is. Egger is, I think, kind of at a point in her career where she doesn't know if this is for her. Egger is definitely can be dangerous on the mat, but other than that, her judoka skills is really all she has. Her striking's not great. Luana Santos, I feel like, has a great team behind her with my guy Dan. Uh, how am I forgetting his name? That's terrible. Um, anyways, she has a really good coach, head coach, good team. Um, yeah, man. I'm actually gonna have to bring his name up because I have that much respect for the guy. Let me see, pull his name. Damn, damn. Dan, because he's coaching a few guys on the card tonight, so I just want to make sure I'm getting it right. Yeah, Castillo. Danny Castillo is a man. Shout out him. So Luana's I'm gonna ride with anyone who's in his corner because she's a great coach, does great game plans, and yeah, man. Luana Santos has some talent, so I'm gonna ride with her. Moving on, we have Steve Garcia versus Melquizael Costa. This fight was originally scheduled for last week. Garcia fell ill or something, had to pull out. I think Costa wins this. Garcia's got a round in him of fury. Obviously, the power is there, but I just feel like Costa is going to be too technically sound, and I feel like he's going to pick him apart for 3 rounds. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Costa here. Maybe even by KO because Garcia is so chinny. I already done a breakdown on it, so if you want to look in the week past, you can see the breakdown I did on this. Moving on, we have Shannon Ross versus Hyon Sung Park. Hyon Sung Park should run through Shannon Ross. Shannon Ross, what are you even doing in the UFC? Like, come on. Hyon Sung Park, easy win. Unless he pulls off some meme loss, KO loss, I don't know. But I'm going with Hyon Sung Park here. Moving on, we have Kenan Song versus Kevin Jousset. Interesting fight. I want to take Jousset here, but his striking does worry me, and I do like Kenan Song training at Killcliff with the grappling. I do think the grappling will be even. If Kevin Song gets him down, if Kevin Jousset gets him down, I can see some potential submissions there. But other than that, I just feel like this is going to be a striking match, and whoever's going to touch who the most or the most like effectively is going to win the fight. And I'm going to go with Kevin here, but it's a very low confidence pick. I think Kenan Song is dangerous, and I think he can pull up another offset. But yeah, going to be a fun fight for sure. Um, yeah. Moving on, we have Young Jong Park versus Andre Muniz. Muniz has just looked in his last fight very bad, very sluggish, very over. Like his cardio is always going to be a problem. He's very strong, so he carries around a lot of muscle. I think Young Young Park is the exact opposite. Good cardio, not a very strong guy, which could be a problem in round one. But I do think Young Young Park's smart enough to stay alive in round one just to dominate round two and three. But yeah, I got Young Young Park here, potentially even a finish in round two or three. I'm gonna go with Park in the distance just because if Paul Craig can do it, I feel like Young Young Park can as well. Interesting fight, but I'm on Young Young Park here. It's pretty self-explanatory why. Moving on, we have Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. Jamie Mullarkey, he's pretty much dead to me at this point. He barely skated through his last fight against John McDessie, who is near retirement. Nasrat is a young up-and-comer, very, very dangerous. I'm not going to say he's elite yet, but he's very, very dangerous, tough. Calf kicks seem to be a problem for him, so Mullarkey maybe can implement that. But I'm going to go with Nas right here, potentially even by TKO. I'm going to go with by decision, landing the better shots. But, could be a KO. Mullarkey's chinny. Could happen. Interesting fight. I think Nasrat edges it. Moving on, we have Sumudaerji versus Alan Nascimento. So Alan Nascimento is a very, very gosh, I can't even talk about this fight because it got canceled. Sumudaerji is now fighting Tim Elliott. Tim Elliott, yeah, he's coming in short notice. Again, Sumudaerji's coached by Danny Castillo, so I'm feeling like I'm gonna have to ride with Sumudaerji. This is the fight that determines if he's actually has any talent or not. Because if you're training with Danny Castillo and you still can't figure out how to grapple, there's a problem. So I'm gonna go with Sumudaerji, but I'm not confident, and it's a pass fight for me personally. But yeah, Tim Elliott definitely is a gamer, good grappling. Cardio's a little suspect, but I feel like he could pull off a win here, definitely. He was beating Makayev until the third round, so. Anyways, let's go Sumudaerji. Moving on, we have Anthony Smith versus Khalil Rountree Jr. Really funny story. I got Rountree at plus 215 the line opener. Very, very happy with that. I'm going to ride that home all the way to the bank, even if it loses somehow. Anthony Smith is, you know, he hits hard on like unexpectedly, and he has good jiu-jitsu, so there's paths to victory for Smith, but he can't wrestle. He's getting old, and he can't take leg kicks that well. So I'm not gonna write that home. Obviously, Roundtree's not a lock, but I feel like this is a pretty comfortable spot here. I wouldn't take him at these odds personally. If anything, I'd parlay him, but. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Khalil Rountree here. I feel like he's faced Justin Jacoby, which is like a better version of Anthony Smith on the feet. I feel like he lost that fight, but I don't know. I feel like Khalil Rountree's gonna really show out this fight again and make Anthony Smith really contemplate retirement. But yeah, Rountree, man, I got him by second round TKO, or I don't know. We'll see. It's an interesting fight. Moving on, Chris Gutierrez versus Song Yadong. Interesting fight. I gotta go with Yadong here though. Yadong's definitely, in my opinion, more dangerous on the feet other than the kicks of Gutierrez. I feel like the kicks of Gutierrez are the only thing that really, like even then though, Song Yadong has some nice kicks too. I just feel like Gutierrez's kicks are better. Song Yadong's hands are better, his power is better, his toughness is better, cardio might be better too. I'm like 5 round experience is better. Like everything is on the side of Song Yadong. I'm gonna go with Song Yadong here, other than getting clipped somehow or outclassed somehow. I'm on Song Yadong here. I don't feel like it's a pretty hard decision to make. But yeah, guys, interesting card, guys. I'm really really stoked for it. I'm sorry I couldn't make this longer, but I really got to get out of here. Um, let me give you guys my top 5 picks, and I'll get out of here. So my number one pick will have to be Young Sung Park. Probably my second most confident pick would be Song Yadong. Number three would be Rountree. Um, Luana Santos next. And then my final most confident pick. I noticed Cap is not on the card anymore. Or maybe he was never on this card and I just was seeing things. But Iron Turtle would be my number 5 most confident pick. All right, guys, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'm sorry I couldn't have more volume. Sorry I couldn't get this out yesterday or longer, but I'm busy and I'm trying to do what I can do. So, like, subscribe. You know the drill. I'll catch you next time.